What's up, guys? It's Ben here. Welcome to Meditations. So, I did it. That's right. I bought $4,000 worth of Bitcoin. The date is December 19, 2024. That's when I bought it anyway. Obviously today is a couple days later, but I bought this shit. Last night I made my last purchase. Average dollar cost is about $99,000 per share or per coin. Just wonder if I made the right decision. I mean, obviously it's not a ton of money, right? Generally speaking. But then again, the average fucking American doesn't have $500 in their bank account. Ain't that how it is? Gotta plug this computer in. So I guess you could say that is a lot of money. Now, how much money is it that I have? I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about that in a future video. But yeah, I really talked shit about this thing for a long time. Strangely enough, it started going down after I bought the fucking thing. The Federal Reserve Chairman guy. You know that guy? He did his little speech again. Cut interest rates by 0.25% or whatnot. Everybody was expecting things to go up. Because I watched when this happened last time, just a couple weeks ago. Or maybe it was a month ago. And stocks went up. Right? Because they say, oh yeah, people borrow more money when the interest rates are lower. So then they buy shit. And that causes stocks to go up. But you know what happened this time? They started going down. It's fucking weird. And I bought this shit before that little talk. So I thought it was going to go up. Like I did last time. I don't know. I don't know what's to come. And you guys know what's to come. But anyway, he said something like the Fed doesn't intend to use Bitcoin as a treasury. You know, they were talking about stockpiling some of that as part of the treasury. This guy said it's not going to happen. He said it'd have to go through Congress if it were to be possible, this and that. So I think that caused a lot of hesitancy with people buying it. Because, of course, if, for example, the United States government buys it as their treasury part of it, it's going to kind of bring it out to the public even more that this is some real shit that even the government is considering as like a potentially valuable asset or whatever. But even without the United States doing that, saw some articles where other countries are thinking about doing that. So as soon as one does it, then another does it, then another does it. You know, I mean, my speculation is this shit's going to go up, but I don't really know. That's just my speculation. And I don't know too much about it, but maybe some of you guys can help me in the comments below. Some say, oh yeah, Bitcoin's the most reputable, reliable one because of all the transactions it's had in the blockchain or some shit, to where it's like the safest one to go with, and it's the least susceptible to being like hacked or something like that. And so I don't know if there's much validity, is how you say it, or is it validity? Let's just call it validity. I kind of like that for some reason. Validities. Not much validities to that. The thing about Bitcoin is there's a market cap in terms of its supply, which is capped at 21 million coins, right? And if you think about all the debt or all the US dollars that are circulating throughout the world, I don't know if there's much of a difference, but I do know the government, the Federal Reserve, is about $37 trillion in debt. So we're talking about 21 million Bitcoins exist, but 37 trillion US dollars exist and counting, like they just keep adding to that debt. But I think there's actually more dollars that exist. I think it's like 50 trillion, maybe 100 trillion that exist, and only we're like 37 trillion in debt, something like that. But there's an astronomical difference between the amount of Bitcoins that exist and the amount of dollars that exist. And like I said, the fact that they could just keep printing the fucking dollar, I just can't help but wonder if the Bitcoin is going to gain more desire as time goes on, but I don't know. I bought some gold coins a couple years ago at about $2,600 a coin. No, I bought them. I bought them at about $1,800 or $1,900 a coin. And I sold them at around $2,600 a coin, $2,700 a coin is what they're at now, $2,630 or something like that today. So yeah, I made some profit there, but my thought was I'm going to sell one or two of these and put it into Bitcoin and just kind of, have a little bit of a share in that to see how it goes. The thing with gold is they can keep mining it, of course. And it is used in a lot of things. So there is a practical sense of it. And that's the thing about the crypto. My criticism of it has always been it requires energy to even exist. And there's nothing intrinsic about it in terms of its value other than perceived value. Where gold, it's actually, something that's a physical matter and it's used in shit that we need. And it has thousands of years of value to it, whereas this Bitcoin and crypto shit is only like, 10, 15 years plus to it, or max to it is in terms of how long it's existed. And it requires power to exist, and it doesn't have any intrinsic value. So that was my concern. But the thing is, sometimes you just gotta, there's a way of man. You know what I mean? And the way of man is, man don't really see that as, they don't all consider that, and man, like the digital shit, man probably going to put a lot of their money there. And with that being said, that shit's going to go up if they do. And that's why I bought some. I don't really like the idea. What I do like about it is it kind of keeps the US dollar in check, because we have this digital currency now that anyone in the world can buy, assuming their dictators don't, make it illegal or something, which some of them have. That's another concern. Enough of them do that, this shit's going to plummet. So we don't really know, how many of these countries are going to make this shit illegal to buy or not. But it's a digital currency. It's it doesn't have a it has a cap, 21 million. And it's easier to transact than gold. You can share it with somebody across the world in like a second, whereas gold, you got to ship that shit. You got to worry about its transit, and who knows who the fuck's going to steal out of the package and all that. And it's not as liquid. It is liquid. That's why it's valuable, because they could melt it down to very, very fine forms so you could use it as currency. But Bitcoin, in a sense, is liquid in that it's digital and shit. You can just keep breaking up for transactions, which is why we're seeing one fucking coin right now is worth about $97,000 today. So you can buy like $100 of that, and you just have a fractional share. But that's just my speculation, and I hope I didn't make a bad decision here. Maybe I should try to get a thumbnail where I'm going like this. I'll just see what YouTube does. Like, I'm all fucking sad that that I spent $4,000 on the Bitcoin. Maybe it's this one. I don't really know. Is it this one? Is it this one? Is it this one in Pika? I don't know. But YouTube, they auto-generate this shit, because I don't feel like making one myself. I just post these videos raw. But I'm curious what you guys have to say. Did I make a mistake there buying that bullshit? I'd be pissed if that shit goes way down, to 20,000. But want to know what my strategy is? Hold no matter what. That's just how I roll, dog. I never sell shit at a loss. Never. Like, I buy a lot of shit, and I sell things, this, that, the third, hustler. Never sell shit at a loss. Even the fucking thing is broken, I will still try to hustle that damn thing. and with full transparency with the buyer. And you can part shit out to people. And if you do it right, you take your time, you could actually make a profit. But I am not going to sell that shit at a loss. And as of right now, I don't intend to buy any of the other woke coins or whatever, any of the other fake coins. I mean, I used to call Bitcoin fake coin because, I mean, that's kind of what it is. It's fake. It's just digital. It's just numbers on a screen, kind of like the US dollar. But, I mean, unfortunately, the US dollar is at least backed by centuries and a government with a lot of nukes, you know what I mean? Whereas this Bitcoin is just kind of the people's thing, and we'll see what happens. But if that shit drops, I'm not going to sell it. If that shit goes up, I don't know. Who knows, man? I hope I just hold on to that shit until maybe I'll take out my original investment. If it gets like really, really high, I'll take out like $4,000 or whatever. And I'll be like, huh, everything else in this shit is profit now. But on the other hand, it'd be tempting just to keep the $4,000 in there, because maybe that would still 10x. You know what I mean? That's $40,000 right there, or 100x. What's it? Is that $400,000 if it 100x's? I think 40,400. Yeah, something like that. But anyway, if you guys will like this video, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace be with you.